Hey everybody, Lucas here from AirTech Reviews, and today we're doing a video review on the Skullcandy Soundmine portable speaker. Let's get right into the review. Alright, so this is a pretty cheap speaker. It's about $20. It was on sale for $10 at Walmart a little while ago, so I don't know if it's still on sale, but overall it's not bad for $20 if you're looking for something cheap to use. But anyways, I'll show you the layout of this thing because it's a little bit funky and it may surprise you how it actually works. So pretty much, as you can see from the side, there's the Skullcandy symbol. You got the volume up, down, and the on-off button, which is that circle button down here. But I'll kind of go over why it's kind of funky. So as you can see, it's a bit of a bulky speaker, but that's not too bad. But this is why the layout's funky. You see these top three symbols, they're not actually the buttons. On the back, where I guess you'd like have your speaker stand, those are actually the buttons. That's why it's a little complicated and a little confusing. So pretty much like if I accidentally set down my speaker too hard, it'll turn on for it like by itself. So just a heads up, so you gotta set this thing down with care, and it's kind of annoying, and then you can accidentally turn up and down the volume without wanting to, so keep that in mind for getting the speaker. But other than that, it's not very complicated to use. It's just got a micro USB charging port right there. Like I said, buttons on bottom, and the rest is pretty self-explanatory. So I'll show you guys some sound tests, I guess. I'll show you some sound tests, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts on this product. Alright, so how you know this thing is paired is that when you turn it on, it'll first start flashing red and blue in this little line here. You kind of see it flashing right now, but it's already paired. When it's actually paired, it'll just slowly blink blue. So that's kind of nice, and it's kind of a cool little feature to it. But anyways, I'll show you a sound test on this thing. That's max volume on my phone. This is max volume for the actual speaker. Alright, so that was just a quick sound test for you guys. As you can tell, it gets pretty loud for the size of it. It's not a large speaker, obviously, but it's pretty good for how big it is, considering that the speaker is not the full top part, it's just this little section, so not too bad for what it is. And I do like how it has its own controls on it, because you usually don't see that on a lot of really small speakers, so that's kind of nice. But anyways, I'll get into my final thoughts on this product. Alright, so pretty much this speaker is pretty good for 20 bucks. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had my doubts because I've had some Skullcandy speakers that were not the greatest and they were a little overpriced, so I was a little skeptical about having this thing, considering it was like 20 bucks. I'm like, is it gonna be worth it? Is it gonna be the same as the past speakers? But no, this one's definitely worth it for what it is, because it's got the volume control, it has easy setup, easy charge, it's got a good amount of battery life. I believe it has somewhere between like 4 and 6 hours. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. I'm just stating off the top of my head off of what I know for most speakers about this size. So keep in mind, it's not the loudest speaker, but it's not trying to be. It's just trying to be a nice portable speaker for the size. So it's very good, definitely better than any phone speaker you have. So definitely a lot louder too. And the facing up design definitely helps out. Just keep in mind that the buttons are not actually on the top. That just kind of symbolizes where the volume is, so you know which buttons to click. And be careful when setting it, turning it on and off, because if you set it down, that's how you turn it on. See, that's why it's kind of nice, but at the same time, if you set it down too hard, like you go, like, if you're playing music, well, I guess it doesn't do it for that, but if you're not playing music and you just set it down, it can easily turn on. So, keep that in mind. So, you just gotta set it down nice and light. But anyways, that's about it for this video, guys. If you guys liked it, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.